And now we're back with another deck showcase. This time we're using a Nilou Bloom deck, which uses Nahida, Mona, and Nilou. So our chase cards or to-go cards here, usually we must have at least a talent card for Nilou and Chef Mao or Sudong, since we're using food engine here. Our deck goes is first, Nilou must do her skill first, followed by Nahida, and if opponent didn't switch or we got lucky just like now, we have Leave It To Me, we can kill easily one character if opponent didn't switch.
Time to broaden our horizons again.
And now we switch to Nahida, we can now create a Bloom Summon, or we will call it Bountiful Core based on Nilou elemental skill description. But I think opponent knows how Nilou blooms work, so our remaining dice will be used. Let's try use it to Chef Mao instead of switching back to Mona. Although I think the best way is to switch on Mona so that we can ensure that we will have Bloom. But based on the manner of opponent summon, we will be able to switch back to Mona via Overload. Okay, so for round 2, since we got Sumeru Resonance, we can use it to get our key cards since the box doesn't have target or card that can be used. So let's put it back. And oh, I wish we didn't put back the box and we just put the fries. But anyway, we will now use the fries so that we will get a discounted skill. And as you can see, we will create another Bountiful Core with Reflection or Mona Summon. And after this, we will switch again to Nahida. Since we use fries, and I think we can use the Hydro Dice for switching to Nahida in order to cast Tahata or the 5 cost Nahida skill. Although this time it's only 4 since we use the fries. Yeah. But I think Nahida will die now since Overload will kill her. Yeah, Overload will kill her. But I think this game is already on our advantage since once the Bloom and the Summon procs or triggered, we will create another Bloom or the Bountiful Core. Also, we're using Food Engine so we can easily revive Nahida with our Teyvat Fried Egg. Since we used Tahata, we killed Line via the Seed of Skanda damage or the piercing damage. So now on our side, Nahida died and we don't have Dendro application anymore. So let's try to use the Sumeru Resonance and check for the Teyvat Fried Egg so that we can revive Nahida. Okay, so returning all them. And okay, so we got Sudong and the Teyvat Fried Egg, which basically becomes a free. Yeah. We will not yet use the Teyvat Fried Egg, but rather spam Nilou's skill. And I think Nahida can kill my Nilou now, since one skill deal 3 damage plus Sekanda plus, yeah, I think, yeah, we will die 1 tick damage piercing. Okay, so we will switch to Mona. And since opponent thinks probably that this game is already GG or good game, Let's surprise it with a Tibet fried egg. And then since we're gaining a dice by a Chef Mao, we can use the buttered crab and Hydro Reso for heal. With that, even if opponent cast burst, then followed by
Make
a
yourselves at home.
Fischl magic or Rainbow magic or the Gilded magic, we will still survive via Nahida. Yeah, cause the bloom will deal 2 damage, killing either any of them, and we will just use skill to kill the another. So that's how the game will end, and since opponent quit, we will not be able to show it. So moving on for the next game, this time we got the same starting hand cards,
Anything I can help you
the
with?
Nilou talent, the Chef Mao, and the Leave It to Me. But this time, instead of casting Chef Mao on first round, let's try to switch to Mona to ensure our bloom. So after Nilou using talent, we can now switch to Nahida
By royal decree.
and do the 3-cost skill, Seed of Sikanda. Yeah,
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Seed of Sikanda.
It's an memory.
And now we have Bountiful Core that will deal 3 damage during end phase if opponent did not switch, Fischl will die. But opponent switch, so we will just switch to
This
Mona
is destiny.
and ensure that we will be able
A touch of
to
frost.
trigger or create another bloom next round. Since we started first, I think we can use now Chef Mao, but our dice cringes a lot. So we will just use Chef Mao, then use Tandoori to gain 1 card, and I think a soft dice fix if we get lucky. But if we're not, we will just tune those food cards.
Delved into destiny.
Yeah, so there. So we got a Bountiful Core again and a Reflection or Mona Summon. Then we can switch now to Nahida. But opponent use Crisp. So I will just do a normal
Time to
attack
broaden the horizons again.
since we will not be able to deal damage. And with that, gonna end my turn on Nahida. And by next round, hoping to get a good cards, we can use our food for discount. And I think opponents is on losing side or disadvantage since 2 of opponent's character already low HP, which has 3 HP, and 1 bloom or a bloom can easily kill either of them. And we got also lucky, so we can cast Nahida Burst. I think I also use the fries so that we will get a discount on burst. Then in case opponent switch, we can just switch to Nilou and kill it, or we can switch to Mona and sacrifice or tune cards. But I think it's better to do normal attack here so that opponent, I think opponent still has chance there, but we don't know since opponent quits.